Hello, today is Thursday, October 5th. Like always, we start with attendance and then we moved into math. We are skipping one lesson and I will go back to it later on. So if you could turn to page 156, we will get started there in our chapter 4 math book. I gave the students about 15 minutes to solve problem 2, number 2 through 21 on page 156. So if you would like to do that, go ahead. And we'll go over the answers right now. So as a reminder, you do not need to show your work for multiplication problems that have a 10, a 0, or a 1 in it. Everything else, I want you to show your work. Students gave me the answers in the chat to check. And the reason being is some students were off by a few. So if you show your work and you take your time with your arrays, groups objects, repeated addition, count by your fingers, skip counting, writing it down, whatever strategy you use, you need to show your work. And then over time, you will memorize them and you will have them fast like flash. Then we moved on to 157, and I'm going to explain. So if you want to try number 22, 23, go ahead. Lori has a dog named Rusty. How many baths will Rusty have in 7 months? You need to use cubes, and I know some of us are not, but I'm telling you right now, as the year goes on, our problems are going to get longer. They're going to be paragraphs long. So using cubes first slows you down, helps you decide what the problem is asking, helps you draw a picture so you know how to solve the problem, because there's multi-step, which means there's more than one equations you have to do. So we're slowing down. We underline the question. How many baths will Rusty have in 7 months? We circle our key numbers. We have 7. And then we go over to our frequency chart and we're looking for baths. So there's baths 2 times a month. So we circle 2. Well, it's asking us how many baths will Rusty get in 7 months. So instead of boxing a math verb, we don't have a math verb. So we're going to draw a picture. I drew an array. So we're doing 2 times 7 or 7 times 2, the commutative property of it. So here's our array. I showed 2 times 7. Here's 2 rows, 7 columns. When you count it all up, you get 14. So our answer is 14 baths. Number 23. How many more cups of water than food will Rusty get in 1 week? This is a longer problem. Even though it's a short question, we have to do cubes. The whole problem is the question, so I'm just going to check off underline. We need to circle the key numbers. This is where it's tricky. There's only one number in this problem, and guess what? It is not the correct number. So we need to figure out how many cups of water does he need. So we go over to our frequency chart, and he needs 4. So I'm going to write 4 underneath water. How many cups of food? 3. So I write 3. 1 week. We're not using 1. We have to think how many days are in 1 week. 7 days are in 1 week. So 7 is actually our key number. So these are the 3 key numbers. Now we need to box the math verb. We have of and than. We have 2 math verbs. Then you need to think, what does it mean? Well, of is multiply, than means to subtract. You always want to multiply first, all right? So we multiply before we subtract. So we box the math verb. Now we need to evaluate. We need to draw a picture. We need to figure out what equation we have. So we need to figure out how many cups of water does Rusty get in 1 week. So we are going to multiply 4 times 7 to figure out water in 1 week. I drew 4 groups, 7 in each. You count it up, you get 28. So then I crossed it off. Now we need to figure out how much food does he get in 1 week? Food. Well, he gets 3 cups a day. There's 7 days in a week. So we're going to do 3 times 7. We draw 3 circles, 7 in each. We count it up and we get 21. We're not done there. because we still have another math verb, which is subtract. So now we are going to subtract the cups of water in a week and the cups of food in a week. So we're going to do 28 subtract 21. So we set up our problem. Now we need to solve. 8 subtract 1 is 7. 2 subtract 2 is 0. So Rusty gets 7 more cups of water a week. This is our answer. See how long that was from a tiny problem? So that's why cubes are so important. All right. So then we turn to the homework for tonight. So 158, all of it. You're going to show your work for all of them. And 158B, I want you to do all of the back. All right, we're going to do number 19 together. I'm going to explain. So Julie buys a pair of earrings for $7. Now she would like to buy the same earrings for 2 of her friends. How much will she spend for all 3 pairs of earrings? So we're going to do cubes. Underline the question first. How much will she spend for all 3 pairs of earrings? All right, so we are looking for pairs of earrings. So when we circle our key number, oh, there's 3 pairs. Well, how much were the earrings? Because we're figuring out how much she spent, their spend. Well, they were each $7. This is why we underline the question first. Because here's 2. But that's fluff. That's why I crossed it off. Fluff is when there's so much information in a question, they give you too much information. We do not need to know this to solve our problem because it already told us the total amount of pairs. They're confusing us with this extra 2, so I crossed it out. Now we need to box the math verb. Of, and of is multiply. We need to evaluate, draw a picture. Evaluate means draw a picture and an equation. So if we draw our picture first, I drew 3 groups first because there's 3 pairs of earrings. So I pretended this was a pair, this was a pair, and this was a pair. Well, how much? How much money is each pair? Well, this pair is $7, this pair is $7, this pair is $7. So you can add them up. This is my type of repeated addition. I use my circles, and that's okay. When I add it up, I get $21. So that is solve is 21, and then you need to label your answer dollars. And the equation I use to figure this out is 3 times 7. All right? So then, like I said, the back is homework. Then in your weeks 12, 13, and 14, 3rd grade math, page, where is it? Page 13. Because today we're only working on multiples of 7. So this is the same as we've been doing every day, but it is now multiples of 7. So if you want to skip count by 7 to get your answers, and then color in the correct ones and cross off the incorrect ones. And then you can remember, these back pages still need to be done. So when you have time, you need to work on them. Then we went on break. I'm actually doing this during my break. So in your Wonders book, we only got to read 121, and we talked about it, and I explained it in 122. So read these 2 pages a couple times. Tomorrow we'll continue. Actually, no, I take it back. We're gonna finish this story this afternoon. I forgot that I'm recording this video during a break. So when we come back from Walk to Learn, we're going to finish this. So finish reading the story. So read 121, 122, and 123. Then I am going to show students a video of a book, Turkey Trouble, and I will put the read aloud in the comment section. I'm going to just show that because I don't have the book and I could not find it anywhere right now to get to me in time to read. because I'm going to explain a project that they're going to be doing. So in weeks 12, 13, and 14, third grade activities, I explained this project. Okay, so go ahead, just read this. This is what you're going to do. It's going to be due Monday, November 16th, because we are going to present them in class. So you are going to disguise your turkey using whatever you want. You can use stuff from home, glue stuff from home on it. You don't just need to color it. And then you are going to explain what your turkey is disguised as. So I want you to write in your neatest writing. It's going to be graded. I want five sentences, at least 5 sentences, talking about your turkey and what you did, and maybe even why you chose what you disguised it as. All right. And that is it for today. So your homework is you can complete the math, finish the Story and Wonders book. You can start your turkey if you want. Make sure you watch that video. Read for 30 minutes and work on your science. And that is it. Thank you so much.